Alright, everybody, this week we have a whole new setup. We are doing the tarot readings live from my home now, so we have an all new setup. So, this week's readings. See my crystal ball. You can see that I have my area, a nice scented melting pot. My session here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the cards. I have set this up according to the ways that should be done. That over there. And let's begin. Our first one on our list is Jennifer. Jennifer wrote us our problem. I'm going to take out 2 cards for Jennifer today. I'm going to move the crystal ball up there a little bit. One of our candles did fall. So we have Jennifer here with us. Jennifer is looking for some information, and what I have pulled is the Fool. And I have pulled the Knight of Swords for her. This is telling me that you are ready to go on a journey. Some kind of journey that you would like to do, some kind of journey that you have, some kind of thing that you are trying to get yourself into. And as I look at the cards here, I can see that they are pretty much okay with what's going on. As I speak, I do make some changes here to the video so you can hear me better. Okay, so these the Fool is showing me that you're moving forward. You're not doing it very hard. You're not doing it very fast. But the Knight of Swords is showing me that you're ready to charge in. Okay, the Knight is charging. He's ready. We're going to draw another card. That is a court card. It does get another card. We do draw another card with the court card. And what we see is a 4 of Swords. And as you can see, these swords have a lining on them. They are, the swords are coming down. It's kind of like a teepee almost. It's kind of like a shelter here. And I believe this is a warning that you're charging. The Fool is showing me you're going out. The Knight is showing me you're ready to go. But this is a kind of warning that from above there's a faith. There is some kind of faith going on here. There's some kind of theory. There's some kind of movement. There's some kind of what do you want to call it, a stationary procedure that you're doing here. That card is telling me that you're ready to, you're staying there. You're ready to look up on faith. The guy is looking up. He's seeing this bright light shine on him. It's his turn to shine. And I feel that you have this ability to shine, that something is holding you back. Or you don't want to go just yet. You want to hold on to something. And I'm going to draw another card, which is the Cups. The Cups showing me an overflowing fountain. So there is overflowing of prosperity and movement here. The next card I have is the Knight of Coins. Now the Knight of Coins is showing me a land area. As you can see, it's a man standing on a horse ready to go down to a valley. But I don't see the city there this time. I see an ocean. So you've kind of stopped. You're passing by and you're looking and you're saying, what is going on? What is happening? What is the matter why I can't go down to the city? I see that you're standing still. either because of something to do with life, yourself, either some issues have been put forward, but whatever it is, it's not moving. It's stagnant. It's like stagnant swamp water. And you've paused for a moment now. I'm going to draw another card, and what we do is we go down and across with the Fool is still in play here. I don't feel that he's going to go on anything. I think that is yourself. You're an ambitious person. So this is an overflowing. All the cups are overflowing with their goods and fruits. And I think you filled yourself overflowing and you're ready, but this Knight coins is standing still. I think it's time to move, but this is another warning for you. Don't fill the cups too full. Don't get out there and get all filled up and ready to go and thrilled and then find out you've had too much in your life. You don't want to do that. You want to stay steady. You want to keep this adventurous attitude that you have, but you don't want to move too fast, and you don't want to go forward too much. Okay? We're doing it a little differently now. We don't pause during our readings much anymore. www.brotherwade.com. You want to hear more about me. Jennifer's reading was very nice. I have another reading here, request, and I wrote these down on a piece of paper for you. And the next one is Aaron. Aaron is asking for a reading. I'm going to draw two cards. It is the staff, and notice the staff has people as if they're running from a fire on top of a mountain. I think there's some things in your life that's going on, and it is the sword. The sword is a card. It's going up through the ground, piercing a bird. I think right now it is showing me that you have some problems in your life. You're trying to get away from them. You're trying to do something different. Things aren't working, but the King of Cups is showing me you're just hesitant. It's a lazy card. The king is looking at a cup. He wants it filled, if you can see here. He wants that cup filled. He wants it done now. He wants his servants to walk over and fill his cup. It's a lazy card. And I feel that this is telling me that you're not moving like you want to move for some reason. You've just chosen to stay there where you are. You've just chosen that this is an area I want to stay in, and you have to move forward. I see the King of Swords is now coming up. And the King of Swords relates to the King of Cups. If it's not done right, then I demand it now, or I take out my sword. That's not the right attitude to have right now in your life. It's not the right attitude to display. You have to display that wonderful, happy, go-lucky period in your life, because if you don't, other things are not going to come to you that you want. The next one is the Four of Coins. Shows a woman looking into a purse. It's a poverty card almost, but I see that there's coins in there. I don't see with you, I'm getting something to do with a financial matter with family or loan, or something to do with banking that a family had something to do with. Personal close people to you have something to do with this. It's not necessarily somebody owes you money, but a personal financial issue with other people involved. And I see that this person is looking in their purse. They have the money. They can use it. But as you can see, she's looking in there and purposely acting as if, oh, I don't have anything in my purse. And that brings us to the Magician, a planning card. He's at a table, he's planning. I call this the architect card because in my deck we see somebody standing there with tools to make something. You're going to have to, it's showing, make things happen for yourself. Make it right. I keep getting this, make it right, make it right. Take the issues that you've had and the consequences of something and make it right. Make it right. Make it so it's better. Make it so it's proud and good and genuine. I see that something's been wronged in a way that somebody else feels that it's bad. You might not. I feel you are acting in a way that you should have been acting at that time. Nothing in this reading is showing me that you're at fault for anything. But at times, people need to learn that they are wrong. And you must give in to these people and make it right. That's this card that we started with, the fire at the top of the mountain and everybody running from it. It's a problem that you're running from. Okay? I think it's a good reading. I think if those things are done for you, Aaron, you're going to see better success and things are going to start moving. Right now, because of the way we do our videos, I'm going to take a rest. What I do when I rest is I meditate a little bit. I'm going to rest right now and clear out this energy. I feel that Aaron's reading was very powerful on us today. All of us sometimes face these issues. And we're rested, and I feel the energy coming back. It's good to rest once in a while. And we have Brittany. Brittany, hello. This is your first time being read by me. It is the first time. And I see the Hermit. The Hermit is a lonely person. And I'm getting a feeling of putting this card in the middle of the deck because something is going on. So we're going to put something here, which is the Page, and we're going to put something here, that's the Popus. The Popus is a woman of faith, and the Page of Cups is a man walking around with this cup, and he's looking for offerings. You're looking for, it's almost like a career card. They're looking for money. They want to have money. They want to have success. They want the offering. It's not necessarily like a bum asking for money on the street, but you're looking for a new flow of money from others. And the Popus is showing me that faith is involved in this. Some kind of religious program, some kind of religious issue. And I'm starting to get a feeling that this is something that's not new. It's been going on for a long time, and you've come to me for clarity. And I'm letting you know that it needs action, but it doesn't need to be quick. Don't act on this too quick. Take your time. Take the thought process of the mind and be cautious of things around you. And what we see is the Ten of Cups flowing, and at the bottom it spills. It's kind of showing to me that things are okay, and then something happened at the end of this journey. And we have an upside down card. I don't read upside down, but some people do. And it is the Eight of Wands. And upside down, right side up, it shows a couple at the bottom. It's called the marriage card, is what I call it, because it shows the relationship between two people till they get to hug and kiss and love each other at the bottom. This is upside down. That means it started off with the loving and the kissing, and the scene down here is romance. An old-fashioned romantic novel type thing. One of those nitty-gritty things that, women like. And then it slowly separates itself up the card. But I'm going to turn it right side up. And what I see is it's a breakup of something. A friendship, a person close to you, a like the career card started, maybe a job, maybe something that you're doing that needs to be. I keep getting a need. I need. But I'm seeing this need being a need that's beneficial for you. It's not something, it's hardship. It's not one of these needs, oh, I need to separate, I need to do this because I'm not going to have this. This is a need that you have to do so that other things can come in to play. Remember, the Hermit was the first one, and the Page of Cups was the first one, and these two cards show me you're doing this alone. Perhaps other people need to get involved. And finally, we have another upside down card, which is the Queen of Wands. I don't like upside down cards. I can never read them. But I feel that this wand is in her hand here. And it shows that you're ready. It shows that you're ready to stand up. I keep seeing like a woman ready to stand up. She has her cane or walking stick and she's going to get up. And I see it now, the walking stick falling out of your hands, and you need to stay put. You need to stay there. You need to do what needs to be done to fix this friendship, to fix the loneliness. I'm getting loneliness now. I'm getting the Page of Cups, the want. Maybe you want attention. Maybe you want people to be drawn to you. You need to stay put and let things happen and not move so quickly. I'm picturing a racetrack in my head where somebody's running around constantly and they're never stopping. They're never having time to go to the next event. Maybe the next event I see is hurdles and you have to jump over them. And then you'll have to go to a relay where you'll have to pass a wand to somebody. But you just keep running around missing all these things. And I think it's time to stop. Just stop where you're at on the track. Look around. Look here, look there, and say, that's where I want to go. And go there and be happy. I see that you're not happy when you've chosen stuff before. You have to be happy, glad. This is great that I'm doing this. This is great that we're experiencing this today. It's great that we're going through this today. And that change of attitude, that change of placement is going to help you greatly. I see things lifting up for you. I think it was a great reading for you, and I hope you did enjoy it. I did enjoy reading for you. Now again, we clear with the energy. We clear with the space. And we have this fruity smell of the candle wax there that's melted. We have our candle. We have our agate root for spirits and protection. We have another stone I found, and another stone that we have that I was attracted to. We're going to read for the next person now. Name is Nikki. I believe that would be a nickname for Nicole. And we have the Page of Cups. And I'm getting a notion to shuffle again. Shuffling again means that something is coming around again. Something is coming around to my mind again. The Page of Cups is showing me that this is you looking and you're happy with what the scene is. I'm sensing happiness with this. You have a cup full of whatever it is you have in your life. It's full and it's there. And now we come up to the World card. A naked woman standing above the ground, floating in ecstasy. I see that here. I see that it's going in an option. See, I sense what way to put these cards down. What I'm getting is this is a path. And now I sense two cards. One is this leaving. It's the bothering neighbor card. It looks like a man screaming over a fence. I feel that there's somebody in your life that has to be fenced off. And judgment comes up. I feel that this is a relationship that somebody has to be cut off. We cannot have this person who is hindering and bothering and corrupting. I keep seeing a barrel, a yellow barrel of some kind with black slime in it, and they're pouring it into a river. Now, what I see is this is not pollution and everything, but I see the factory getting rid of their waste. And I see that for you as a warning and as something to take in, okay, as getting rid of your waste, getting rid of the bad product, getting rid of what is not needed. And I see that with the flow. You're happy, you're on top of the world, and now you have somebody that doesn't need to be there, fenced off, and judgment. You need to think and judge and really think and really fulfill this order. Judgment is a time to point your finger at something and saying, oh boy, this is the way it is. I see that needs to be done in an upside down card again. This is the Ten of Swords. You see two women dodging from swords. However, I see that you are throwing the swords at someone. We're going to put it right side up. I always put it right side up in a reading. I just have it, I guess. But if I was to leave it upside down like this, out, like, you know, people ridicule me because I don't do that, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. You need to throw your sword at somebody. And as I said, this person needs to be cut off, this person needs to be done with, and you need to take action now. And we have one more card, which is also upside down, which is the Six of Wands. And upside down is the same as right side up. People facing in different directions, meaning you have different choices. And those choices may not be what you want if you do not succeedingly go. Because doing this can give you these choices as well. You have more choices doing this than you do if you don't. Okay? And I see this reading as good. It's a warning. It's a let's get to work. Okay? Reading. Let's get this stuff done so you can have choices and succeed and be this guy with this filled cup again. It's a good reading. Very nice reading. I'm glad to have read it to you. I'm glad you have come for a reading. Right now, what I'm going to do for our next reading is I'm going to meditate over the cards. Meditating over the cards and shuffling good. Shuffling them. These videos may not see the shuffling because they're put together so quick. Paused and then right back at it kind of deal. I did have complaints and stuff, making sure that this deck is ready to go. Whatever cards come up now are for you. And this reading is for Keisha. And I sense before I get into sensing this thing, this is a hard choices are being made. Of family, I see children running around with you while you're on the phone yelling at somebody. In the middle goes tonight. The next card is the Knight of Coins. We see a charging knight, the Knight of Swords. And we see this knight that's standing at a land making this decision. I feel that there's a move that has to be made dramatically in a structured family personal lifestyle right now. And this is going to be a choice reading for you. We're going to show you the good and the bad. The Three of Cups is overflowing cups, meaning you've had it. You're done with this. You cannot take any more. And the Fool is a man of action. He's going on this journey. And when I read all of this put together before I get into the choices cards, I see frustration. I see a lot of anger, a lot of sadness with the family. I see that you are, like the cups show, you're filled with all of this stuff and it's overflowing. And somebody needs to pick up the cup and just dump it out on the floor. And get rid of everything. Get rid of it. Just dump it somewhere. Dump it on the floor. Who cares? it's done, and use that cup for something else. Okay? And that fool is showing that action, getting out of it, doing it, walking on his journey. He's got like a bag over his shoulder with a stick, and he's walking fast, and he's looking a little bit to the left and the right, and he's not looking over his shoulder at all. Sometimes I do see it looking over his shoulder. He's not doing this. He's ready to move. He's ready to take his stuff and go. And now we have the King of Coins sitting there, resting upon his money, his circle of coins, his bag. I see this as a pillow. I see you're clutched with a pillow. Maybe you're sad. Sometimes people do that. They clutch with pillows. Their frustration is so bad that they have to have time with the pillow and to get their emotions out. Whatever you're going through right now, I feel that it's draining. It's sucking water out of you like somebody would suck gas out of a gas tank. They just take the straw in their mouth, they inhale, and all this gas comes out in the bucket, just quickly goes out. And I think that's happening right now. And we go into death. The death card is an ending. But what I think it is you being successful in this. You are treading through there with this sickle, chopping away at stuff, not letting it get to you. This is your outcome. This is you, the fool, next to the death, going through and getting rid of all this stuff. You do not want to be this king just sitting here, harnessing it, holding that pillow, okay? You don't want to be this guy. He's way over here in this corner. You don't want to be him. You want to be this journey. This journey of you've had too much, and now you're going to make a move, and now you're going to do it. You're going to be successful with it. And I want to see your success, and I want to hear from you. I want you to come back to me, and I want to reread you in a week's time. And I don't normally say this to people, but I feel it's very strongly that you pay attention, and you do this, and you come back for this reading. I feel that you are in need of some help talking. I see you talking with people. I see you frustrated. I see you talking loudly. You're not yelling, but you're just done. Okay? It's a little bit of anger. And I don't normally tell people to come back for one of these readings, but I will do it for you. If not a personal reading for you, I want you to come back. I'm offering you a personal reading from me. Don't worry about anything to do with anything about, giving back for it. It's my gift to you because I want you to succeed in this. I do that for people. That was your reading. And as I shuffle the next cards, that's what I do. I feel that you're in need of help, and I'm willing to do it. If you want a reading from me, and you want a full reading, these sometimes are a little quick, then a personal session type deal. Go up to my website, www.brotherwade.com. There's other things up there you can help you with. It's a great website for you. I like my website. And we're getting down to two people that have come back for a reading. And I am drawn to Tish. I hope I'm saying her name right. Tish came to me for a reading in the YouTube, and she's asked for another one. And I'm drawn to her for some reason. So we're going to pause. We're going to relax our mind, and you can relax your mind with me. And I'm going to begin to shuffle again. And I'm going to shuffle reverse and forward. Reverse and forward. And another reverse. So that means this way, then that way, this way, then that way, the normal way, and then the opposite way. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay 3 cards down for you today. I'm going to pattern this out. The first card we see is the 5 of Wands, which is a road. I call it a parade route. If you can look at it, Looks like a bunch of people, and the road is going down the middle. It's kind of like having a parade. I see you walking down this road. I get the sense that you're lonely going down this road, and people are staring at you. It's almost like your neighbors when you come home at night. You know they're looking at you through their windows. You can't see them doing it, but you know they're wondering why you're coming home late at night. And then I see the Nine of Swords. Somebody's very sad as a coffin here, but I don't see a coffin this time for you. I see a big box that you can't get into, a chest that you just can't get into it. There's no key. There's no way of finding the treasure in this box. And you're very down about it. And then I see the overflowing fountain. Like things are just overflowing. It's not a bad card. Okay? And I see this as a transition. You've gone down the road alone. You can't get what you wanted, but it's not too bad. The fountain is there. You can throw a coin in if you want it. You can listen to the water if you want it. And we're going to read for the middles, which is the Four of Swords with the light shining down. There is a light for you right now. I don't feel that it's going to last. This is something, it's a now thing. It's something that it's right now, it's happening, but it's not something it's meant to be there for a very long time. We're not looking at something it's going to say, hey, I'm here, I want to stay with you. It's just a quick cab ride home type deal. You get in the cab, you ride home, and that's it. And this is what it is. And there's a bright light shining here for this area. And now we see the Knight of Coins. You're looking at the land. I see you looking at another way to do something else. Whatever this is, it's going for your life. There's another way. You're seeing it. You just haven't gotten to it yet. It's like being on that trip. You're going to go to a museum or a bus trip, or you have something scheduled. You're just not there yet. You know it. You're driving around the city, like when we were kids and our parents took us to the New York City Zoo, and you're there. You're looking at the buildings. You're looking at the blocks. You know you're in the middle of the city. You know that zoo is just up ahead. You're just not there yet. And finally, the Death card, which is a promise that this is going to end. The situation will end. The situation is going to stop. There is an ending to it. It's not something that's permanent. Okay? It can be buried. It can be forgotten. You don't have to go back to it and give it flowers. Okay? It's like your pet goldfish. You buried it in the front yard and you remember it. Maybe, if you're lucky when you're an adult. How many of us had goldfish? I don't remember. I might have, that kind of deal. And that's what your cards are showing you. So there's an ending. Things are going to get better, I promise. I see them right here. Very good reading for you. And now we go to Jose. I hope I'm saying your names right. As I shuffle, the cards are getting hard to shuffle. And as they get hard to shuffle, these cards that pop out, like for instance, Justice, we're going to lay that down. They just do this, they pop, and they just come right out, and they don't want to shuffle right. I'm having a hard time shuffling them. The Page of Wands, and now as you can see, I'm having a hard time shuffling this, and Temperance again is coming out. And when that happens, now I'm doing good at shuffling. You take out the cards and you lay them down, because those cards that have come out willingly to you, they are saying, I am what's going on. I am to be read. Hello, I'm here. I'm jumping out. It's like a fish jumping out of water saying, hello, I'm here. I'm the fish. Catch me. Now Temperance is on top, pouring one vessel into another. A good vessel into an old vessel. We have justice, which is, I call it the court, the legal, the law card. And I see that this is a legal matter, but it's over and over. And you started off good, and you're putting all of this into a not so nice vessel. And the Page of Wands is somebody that's contemplating, thinking of where to go. You're stuck with this issue. And a lot of people do get stuck with legal matters. And I see the Seven of Cups, which is a drained woman. They've done the work. They're ready. They're what's the word for it? Successful in what they've done, but they're tired. Something has come into you and you were successful, and now you're tired and you're drained, and maybe you're done with it. Maybe it's done. Maybe I'm seeing a finished product, a finished birthday cake. It's been baked, it's nice, but I don't see no candles. I don't see no numbers. I see frosting and stuff, but there's no lettering. There's not to who it is. Nothing fancy on this birthday cake. It's not finished. And the Six of Coins shows me there's work to be done. There's a wizard watching the work. I feel that this legal matter, even though you're tired of it, or whatever this matter is, I'm getting a sense of relationship, possibly. A friend or somebody that was a friend. They're still working on stuff. Stuff is being done, whether you realize it or not. Maybe you do not realize that things are being done, but they are being done. They're done. They're managing. Things are getting to where they have to be done. Things are getting to be where they are processing, and things are at that point now where you just have to wait and let things work its way through. I'm going to draw one more card for you, and it is the Five of Cups. A man lays there while others work around him, and I see this. Other people are going all around you and doing things, and like it says, you need the rest. You need to know that these people are working, and you need to rest and be still and just let them do what they need to do. And that is this week's readings. If you'd like a reading, www.brotherwade.com. That will be all of our readings for this today. We have a new setup here. I do pendulum. I do crystal ball. I am getting into the Oracle of the Goddess deck. I was thinking about using that for our readings. The crystal ball has been done. A beautiful, wonderful crystal ball. I really like my crystal ball. If you have some personal sessions you would like to get into, again, my website, www.brotherwade.com. And I will see you next time.